Hi, in this video we're going to highlight some of the things we really like about the Dyson V11 Outsize cordless vacuum cleaner, and that's this unit right here. Now first, what do you get when you buy your Dyson V11 Outsize? Well, we've got it laid out and we'll quickly walk through it. Of course, you get the vacuum itself. It's got a cleaner head, the wand, the handheld component. You've got a filter, battery here. At the far end is the wall mount, followed by two charging units and an extra battery. We'll talk a little later about the fact that these batteries can be swapped out. We have a wand storage clip. This guy will clip onto your wand and you can install or attach a couple of tools to it. Quite handy. This is your Crevice Tool, combo tool, mini soft dusting brush, a stubborn dirt brush. This is a mini motorized tool. It's actually got a motor in it and a spinning brush roll. And of course you get some literature. This is your manual. You've got a few other little things about the battery and the charger, information on how to install the wall mount, some more information on the LCD control panel, that kind of thing. Now, I should mention there is another model of V11 Outsize, and it's called the V11 Outsize Origin. Difference is you do not get this extra battery and you do not get an extra charger. So this, what you see here, would be the V11 Origin. One other thing. Now, we got our V11 in Canada. In Canada, we did not get this mini soft dusting brush or the stubborn dirt brush. Instead, we got a couple of tools over here. This is an extension hose, a little different. I think you'd put this on the end of your handheld component, maybe put a tool on the end of that. And this is a flexible crevice tool, fairly long, and it will extend out and actually bend a little bit. We really like the swappable battery system. This is something I believe Dyson calls click-in batteries. People have been asking for this since the beginning of the Dyson cordless machines, and this is the first time we've seen it. The system works well. It's easy to use. I'll show you that now. I'm just going to take the wand and cleaner head off just so I'm working with the handheld component here. You can see the battery pack. The very front of the battery pack is a red button. Simply press that. Battery pack comes off. Take a fresh battery and click it in, and away you go. So it's really, really easy to use. In addition, you can charge this battery while it is on the machine, like so, or you can charge the batteries on their own, just like this. So the system is flexible, works really well. We like that the Outsize comes with a respectable number of tools, and we have them laid out here. This is the soft dusting brush, and it has these very, very soft bristles on the bottom, which is good. You don't want to be scratching anything when you're dusting with it. This is the stubborn dirt brush, and these bristles, on the other hand, are extremely tough, and it's great for kind of digging up ground-in dirt. The mini motorized tool, and its brush roll. You might use this on a set of stairs, or maybe for getting rid of pet hair on upholstery, that kind of thing. The wand storage clip, we kind of like this. Now it's got these rubber edges so you don't scratch the wand when you put it on, which is nice. It's a good idea. Let me just slip that on here. Okay. Now with this, you can attach a couple of tools that you can carry around with you. And we've got the crevice tool here, and it clicks into place. This is the combo tool. It too will just pop into place, and as you can see, you can go ahead and do your vacuuming, and now you've got two tools with you, which is kind of nice. Now, another thing we like about the tools is that they all have this button system, the red button here, and that ensures that you have a very secure fit. Now, I'm just going to take the handheld portion off of the vacuum here, and let's try the crevice tool. So we'll pop it in. There we are. So you'll notice that it is completely secure. It's not going to come off when you're using it. It only comes off when you depress the red button, then it pops off. Now, some other systems that vacuums use involve pushing the tool on and pulling it off. It's not a great system. Sometimes when you're vacuuming it might fall off. Other times it can be a real pain to pull the tool off. Not so with this. The button system works really well. We like that the vacuum has quality air filtration and that the filter's easy to maintain. Now the filter sits on the back of the unit here. This is a HEPA level filter. You just twist it off And this is rinsable in water, and when it's completely dry, typically that takes about 24 hours or so, you just simply twist it back on. So your filter maintenance is very easy. Now in terms of quality filtration, I mentioned this is a HEPA filter, but this also has a sealed system. And that means all of the air is forced through this HEPA filter before it's exhausted from the machine. You do not have unfiltered air leaking out of the unit. We like the LCD control panel that sits on the back of the handheld unit. This is the same control panel you'll get on the V11 Absolute and the V11 torque drive. Now, this thing will show you things like maintenance videos, maybe when your filter needs to be changed, when the filter perhaps isn't seated properly, some steps to take if you've got a vacuum blockage, that kind of thing. It also has a little button here, it allows you to cycle through the different power modes. But what we like most about this is it gives you remaining runtime in each power mode. We'll show you that now. So we're looking at the LCD control panel here. You can see we're in eco mode. There's a button on the bottom here that allows us to cycle through the 3 power modes. Here we are in medium and in boost. They're also color coded, as you can see. Now, one of the features we really like about this is that when the power is on, you can see the remaining runtime and it counts down in real time. So I'm going to turn the vacuum on now. There we go, 45 minutes and 42 seconds, counting down. And it is the same in every mode you go into, medium. And of course boost, which tends to be a little loud. Really handy feature. When you're cleaning a large area, we like this large cleaner head you get with the V11 Outsize. This is the cleaner head you get with the other V11s, the Absolute, the Torque Drive, and the Animal. We measured this guy across the top at about 9 3/4 inches. This one we measured about 12 1/2 inches, so it's approximately 28% wider. You will notice that, of course, if you're cleaning a large area, you get more cleaned per pass with a large cleaner head, so your job gets done that much faster. The other thing we like is they created a new system to access the brush roll in this unit. Now, sometimes you want to access that brush roll because you've got thread or string or hair wrapped around it. If you just have a little bit wrapped around it, you can usually go underneath in this suction channel here and just pull stuff off. But sometimes you get a real mess and you got to pull that brush roll out. With the other unit, like this one here, you have a slot. You've got to put a screwdriver or a coin in and turn it, and then you can pull the brush roll out. With the new cleaner head on the Outsize, you can see there's a red tab here. Now, to access the brush roll, you simply pull that tab up and the whole brush roll comes out. Very, very easy to access. And to put it back, it's just like that. In this table, we're looking at V11 Outsize Power, and we're comparing it to the other V11s, other being Absolute, Torque Drive, and Animal, and the V10s being Absolute, Animal, and Motorhead. The leftmost column is Power Mode. There's really only 3, Low, Medium, and Max. They've just got a bunch of different names. Now let's look at the V11 Outsize Low Power Mode, 24.9 air watts. Maybe just a tiny bit less than the other V11s, but pretty close, but substantially more than the V10s at 15.8 air watts. Medium Power Mode, a bit of a jump up, 49.5 air watts for the Outsize, 38.6 for the other V11s, and 33.8 for the V10s. Max Power Mode, the Outsize is all the way up to 220 air watts, while the other V11s are 185. So the Outsize actually has about 19% more power in boost mode than the V11 Absolute, the V11 Torque Drive, and the V11 Animal. With respect to the V10s at 151 air watts, the Outsize has about 46% more power than those units. This table shows tested run times, and we did these tests on low pile carpet. Across the top of this table, you'll see the Outsize with its 2 batteries, then the V11s and the V10 Absolute and Animal. Now we've got, again, the 3 power modes. So let's look at the Outsize and low power mode, 1 hour, 54 minutes, 16 seconds, almost 2 hours, pretty long run time. The other V11s at 55 minutes and 14 seconds, and the V10s at 40 minutes, 17 seconds. Now, medium power mode, 1 hour, 24 minutes, 46 seconds for the Outsize. Again, pretty long. The other V11s, 44 minutes 17 seconds, and the V10 quite a drop down to 20 minutes and 23 seconds. Boost power mode, 24 minutes and 4 seconds for the Outsize. The other V11s at about half that, at 12 minutes and 52 seconds, and the V10s at 7 minutes and 14 seconds. Now, in our home here, we have a combination of low pile carpet and tile, so we almost always use our V11s in auto power mode, and that's given us 1 hour and 25 minutes or so of run time, which is pretty darn good for a cordless vacuum cleaner. The Outsize is designed for larger area cleaning than previous Dyson cordless units. And you can see that it has the wider cleaner head. You've got a couple of batteries that extends your run time. You've even got a little bit more power in medium and max modes. And you have this extra large dust canister here. Now, why do you want an extra large dust canister? Well, when you're vacuuming a large area, a smaller dust canister fills quickly and you'll spend a lot of time emptying it. The larger dust canister, well, that increases intervals between dust canister emptyings. Just how big is it? This guy is 0.5 gallons. Now, this is our V11 Absolute. It has a dust canister capacity of 0.2 gallons, and that's the same with the V11 Torque Drive and the V11 Animal. This is our V10 Absolute. Again, 0.2 gallons, same as the V11. The Absolute and the Animal are the same size. Now, your V10 Motorhead is actually 0.14 gallons, smaller yet. And the V8 here at 0.14 gallons, same as the V7, 0.14 gallons. So you can see just how much larger the Outsize dust canister is. We like that the Outsize has an automatic power mode. In automatic, it can detect floor type and adjust suction power accordingly. Now, actually, all of the V11s have this feature, but it's just such a good feature, it's worth mentioning again. There are 3 sensors in the vacuum. You've got a sensor in the battery, sensor in the vacuum motor, and you've got a sensor here in the cleaner head. Sensor in the cleaner head is measuring brush roll resistance. When the resistance goes up, you get a little bit more suction power. When the resistance goes down, the power actually goes down. Now, you typically get a little more resistance on carpet and a little less on hard floors. We're going to show you an example of that now. I'm just going to hold the camera for this clip. We're going to move from carpet to our tile floor. You should be able to hear the power drop down on the tile floor. When we move back to carpet, you should hear the power pick up again. Now remember, this is all happening in auto power mode. It doesn't work in eco or boost mode. So let's give this a shot. So here we are on carpet, moving to the tile floor. There you go, you can hear it drop down. Let's go back to the carpet. There it is, picked back up again. This unit really is like a big V11 torque drive, and as a result, cleaning performance is similar but not exactly the same as the V11 torque drive, which is to say it's very good on carpet and fairly average on bare floors. Now, we're not going to show cleaning tests here. We've got a number of videos showing cleaning performance tests and comparisons on the V11. At this part of the video, I'm often telling you those are the things we like about the Outsize, and you should see my video on things we dislike. I still think you want to watch the video on things we dislike about the V11 Outsize, but I want to do a step further here and discuss a few additional things about this Outsize that will help you make a more informed buying decision. The Outsize is one of those vacuums that does precisely what it was designed to do, and that is tackle large area cleaning while retaining cordless convenience. However, if you have a small cleaning space, the Outsize might be overkill, and that extra size and weight can actually work against you. Not to mention that it is rather expensive and you don't want to spend more than you really have to. If you got a smaller place, you know, the V7, the V8, the V10, the other V11s, they might be a better fit. We've got a bunch of videos on those. You might want to check them out. The Outsize really comes into its own when you have a large area to clean. The extra large dust canister allows you to keep cleaning for long periods of time without having to frequently empty the dust canister. The extra wide cleaner head here, it maximizes coverage per pass of the vacuum cleaner, and this unit has the 2 batteries, so you can finish your cleaning job without having to do a battery recharge. And a battery recharge, that can take upwards of 4 hours. So, if you have a large home and you want something lighter than a traditional upright or canister vacuum and you don't want to be tethered by a power cord, then the V11 Outsize hits the spot. It manages to retain a lot of cordless convenience while providing almost full-size vacuum capabilities. If you really want to see the vacuum in action, we have done one forward pass on our low pile carpet and one forward pass on our tile floor. Now on the tile floor you will notice it's not quite as effective as it is on the carpet. You'll see some of those split green peas especially get stuck in the grooves around our tile. I would say that, if you go over it a couple of times it will pick those up, but you can see that it's certainly not quite as effective on the bare floor as it is on the carpet. So those are some of the things we like about the V11 Outsize, as well as a bit of a discussion on how it may or may not fit your cleaning needs. I'd also encourage you to check out our video on some of the things we dislike about the V11 Outsize. Thanks very much for watching.